Welcome to Math Plus, where math makes sense. Multiply mixed numbers. Basically, to multiply mixed numbers, we're going to combine everything that we've learned so far about fractions. Here are the steps to multiplying mixed numbers. First, you convert to improper fractions, multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and simplify the fraction if necessary. In the previous video, we learned that when you multiply fractions, you multiply the numerators and then you multiply the denominators. So it just makes sense when you end up with a mixed number and a whole number that we convert those to just a regular fraction, which would be an improper fraction. And we learned about that. There's another video on converting mixed numbers to improper fractions if you want to review on that. Here's a quick review on how you change from a mixed number to an improper fraction. You start with the denominator, you multiply it by the whole number, and then you take that amount and add the numerator and put it over here. That becomes your new numerator, and you keep the denominators the same. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So let's try an example. I have this little picture here to remind you how to change a mixed number into an improper fraction. So we look here, and the first thing that we notice is that we have a mixed number. And in order to multiply that, we have got to change that to an improper fraction. So I'm going to write it over here, and I'm going to follow what I've learned. I'm going to take 4 times 1 is 4, and then I'm going to add it to the 3, and that's going to give me a 7. And then I leave the denominator the same. So I know that 1 3/4 equals 7/4. Now I can rewrite the problem. 5 over 9 times 7 over 4 equals, and unlike adding and subtracting where you have to have like denominators, you don't have to do that for multiplication. You simply multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. So 5 times 7 is 35. 9 times 4 is 36. And that's actually already simplified. So my answer is 35 over 36. Let's try another example. Here we have 2 mixed numbers. So basically we got to first change both of these to improper fractions. So if I go over here and I apply the steps in this picture, a lot of times the first thing I like to do is go ahead and put my denominator down because I know the denominator stays the same. Then I just multiply. 5 times 2 is 10, and then I add it to the 4, it gives me 14. So I can rewrite 2 4/5 as 14 over 5. Now I need to take 1 1/2, 1 1/2. I know it's going to be an improper fraction with a denominator of 2. And 2 times 1 is 2, plus the numerator of 1 gives me 3. So now I can rewrite 1 1/2 as 3 over 2. And now I just have to multiply. 3 times 14 is 42. And 5 times 2 is 10. Now I actually have a mixed number. So I want to convert this to, I have an improper fraction and I want to make this a mixed number. So 10 divides into 42 4 times with 2 left over. So it's 4 2/10. I can actually simplify 2/10. Like over here on the side, 2/10. I can simplify that by dividing by 2 over 2, and I get 1/5. So my final answer is going to be 4 1/5. One more example. It's a lot of steps, but just keep in mind, we're just doing the same thing over again. First, we want to convert these mixed numbers to improper fractions. So 4 2/3. I know my denominator is going to stay the same. I'm going to multiply. 3 times 4 is 12, and I'm going to add the 2, gives me 14. So 4 2/3 is 14 over 3. Now I have to convert 2 and 1/4. I know my denominator will be 4. 4 times 2 is 8, plus the 1 gives me 9. So times 9/4. Now I just have to multiply. So 9 times 14, and that's kind of a hard one. You might want to do it off to the side, which is fine. You can do that if you have to. 9 times 4 is 36. I'm going to carry 3. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 3 is 12. So it's 126, and 3 times 4 is 12. Now we have to simplify this or reduce it. Since they're both even, I know that I can divide it by 2, but I also notice that 6 will go into both of them because 6 goes into 12 and 6. So if I divide by 6/6, and I'll show you down here, 126 divided by 6, it goes into 12, oops, it goes into 12 2 times. Bring down the 6, it goes into 6 1. So I get 21/12 divided by 6 is 2. Now, 21/2, I need to convert this back to a mixed number. 2 goes into 21 10 times with 1 left over. So that is my final answer. Remember, I changed my mixed numbers to improper fractions, and then my answer was an improper fraction, so I reduced it before I changed it to a mixed number. You can do it either way you want. You can also convert it to a mixed number and then simplify it. But when I wanted to work with smaller numbers, so I got it down to 21/2, and then I divided 2 into 21. 2 goes into 21 10 times with 1 left over, and you put that over 2, and that's my final